Welcome back to Let's Play Rise of the Argonauts. I'm BurningDogFace, and Jason and Pan have just agreed to help Lykas with his problem. In order to fulfill our end of the bargain, though, we need to get to, I guess this one, the chieftain's daughter.
You went into the jungle, didn't you? Found some satyrs, I see. Or did they find you?
Shut it, Cronus. Phalian's out there somewhere. If the satyrs got him, he won't last long.
He knew the risk, same as you. Olezina Olezet.
Kuni. He'd have gone looking for you.
And that's why he is Hypnage's next meal and I am still alive. Enough of him. I see our guests outside. Lykas says you are to guide them.
Guide them? Wata agaze. Heteke welo.
How should I know? They're your kind, not mine. His name is Jason. King or something. Perhaps you can be his princess.
Yeah, I do speak English, dude.
Manticore have your tongue?
You're Lykas' daughter? You're human.
Sharp eye, stranger. What gave me away?
The pants, mostly.
Amazing. You speak the Centaur tongue better than any human I've heard.
A scholar. How exciting. The name's Atalanta. Now what's this about me being a guide? What's going on?
It appears we have a common goal. We need to get to Hermes' shrine.
Why?
We seek a descendant of Hermes. The shrine seems the best place to search.
We're feeling that to
Not
ask.
the answer I was expecting, but fair enough. Next question. What makes you think you can reach the shrine when our best warriors have failed?
I must find that shrine. You have no idea what's at stake for me. We will not fail.
You've got no shortage of Tiza, I'll give you that.
Tiza?
It means either courage or foolishness. Not sure yet which. I could look for Phalian while we're out. All right, Jason. You've got yourself a guide.
Glad to have you, Atalanta.
We should speak to some of the others before we leave. The Beastmaster, Nessus, was out in the jungles just last week. He'd know the satyr positions. One of our scouts went missing this morning. His father, Gilios, might know more about where he went. The day gets no younger, and neither do we. Let's go stretch our legs. Unless you've got questions for me.
This missing scout, what do you think happened to him?
He was looking for Lethcaps. Mushrooms our tribe uses to treat illness and pain. Phalian's father, Gilios, is in poor health. Our stores of Lethcaps are nearly gone. Phalian knew this. I fear he strayed from his patrol, hoping to find some.
And if he went into the jungle?
Then we can only hope the satyrs got him and are keeping him alive. If Hypnage found him, then he is gone.
You know better than us what lies ahead. I want your honest opinion of our chances.
The satyrs don't worry me. They're easily frightened by a show of force. It's Hypnage that's the real threat. She can't be killed in the wild.
What does that mean?
If she attacks, she does so without warning.
Ah, that would do it.
Even if we manage to wound her, she'll simply vanish.
So, we've got 2 ancient Herms to restore before we can get to Hermes' shrine. Where are they?
Both lie in the jungle, deep in satyr territory. One is in a jungle clearing, just past the bloody plains.
Charming.
The other is in a cave, to the east. I know the way.
How did you come to be a member of a Centaur tribe?
My parents brought me here as a babe. After they died, I was alone. A few years ago, the Nasiros arrived. At first, I hid from them, watching from a distance. One day, I returned to the cave where I was living and found Lykas waiting for me. He'd been watching me and tracked me to my home. He offered me a place in the tribe. Though I was not as big or as fast as a centaur, my knowledge of Saria was useful to the Nasiros.
Why did your parents come to such a remote place to raise you?
That's a mystery that died with them. They seldom talked of their life before Saria. From what I can recall, they were running from some trouble, hiding from something that pursued them.
How did they meet their end? If you would share the tale, that is.
Manticores. Before the Centaurs cleared the island, Saria was infested with them. One day, my mother and I were out gathering herbs in a place we thought was safe. We were attacked by a pride of manticores. My mother held them at bay and told me to flee. I made it home, and my father raced back to find her. I never saw them again after that. Not even their bodies.
You lived on your own after your parents died? For how long?
Hard to say. 8, 10 years? My father taught me how to hunt. I learned for myself how to stay alive. Before the Centaurs came, I hadn't spoken a word in years. The leaves rustling in the wind, the tracks of my prey, the beat of the satyr drums. That was my language.
We can talk more later. For now, let's stay alert and move out.
Bright eyes, light feet. To Hermes' shrine.
Well then. Just gonna go see if... No, can't interact with that. It's just pretty.
Atalanta, what news of Phalion did you find him?
No, Julius. I searched the entire perimeter. He's not there. Do you think he would have gone looking for Lykas?
He would not have gone past the bloody plains into the jungle without telling me. If the satyrs attacked him outside the jungle, it means they grow bolder than ever.
Julius, these travelers and I are headed for Hermes' shrine. I'll look for Phalion on the way.
Hermes' shrine? An important mission, Atalanta, and one that must be recorded.
Julius is the tribe's lore guard.
Traveler, by what name will our history remember you?
I am Jason. That will serve.
So noted. And your companion?
Names. I've many of them. You may call me Pan.
Great deeds loom before you. I will pray for your success. Should you find Phalion, I will be forever in your debt.
Your son, Phalion. What was he doing outside the village?
Phalion is one of our few remaining scouts still willing to venture out. He left early this morning to patrol the perimeter from the cliffs to the bloody plains and back again. He should have been back hours ago.
Julius, do you plan to leave with the others?
That is a question I have yet to answer for myself. I would hate for our history to be so brief, and yet it can be done. I will discuss it with Phalion when I see him next.
What are the origins of the Nisiros?
The Nisiros has roots in all the Centaur tribes. Our group was formed from Centaurs who believed in Lykas' vision and willingly left their old tribes behind. As for our name, some thought we should keep old tribal names or merge them into something new. In the end, Lykas suggested we call ourselves the Nisiros. In the Centaur tongue, it simply means tribe.
Farewell, Julius. We'll keep an eye out for Phalion on our way.
I thank you for that. May Hermes guide your path.
Julius is too proud, and I would never say it in front of him. But he's very sick. Phalion went looking for Lykas in the jungle. I know it. I should have gone with him.
Chicolet.
Atalanta. We're out of Lykas. I gave the last to Strakus for his arm.
I haven't seen any lately, Pantaleon. The satyrs must be harvesting them, even close to the village. We're going to make for Hermes' shrine. If I see any on the way, I'll collect them.
What are these Lykas? And why do the satyrs harvest them?
The lethcaps are a type of mushroom that we found here on Saria when we arrived. When ingested in small quantities, they numb pain and aid in the healing process. The satyrs eat them as part of their primitive rituals.
We also suspect they force them on their captives to make them docile before they're sacrificed. With the satyrs in control of the jungle, they're devouring all the lethcaps.
Oh dear.
You have many wounded to tend to, Pantaleon.
What, this? Today is a good day, traveler. You should have seen us after the battle on the bloody plains. The whole village was an infirmary that day.
What took place on the bloody plains?
A great battle. Every centaur who could hold a spear took part. We fought the satyrs for 3 days straight. In the end, we drove them off, but we lost many of our own. Lately, the satyrs are venturing further from the jungle. That bodes ill for this village.
Who wounded these centaurs?
This lot ran into a pack of satyrs while they were gathering food in the jungle, just past the bloody plains. Our stores of herbs and food are critically low. If we forage, we are killed. If we don't, we starve.
Wait a minute.
What took...
A great... In the end, we... Lately, the satyrs are venturing further from the jungle. That bodes ill for this village.
Thank you for your time, Pantaleon.
Oh.
Those caps must
Didn't think
be
you'd be saying
kicking
anything.
in. You wate panta, itomi po kitaka.
That's Stracus. Ichipe, Pantaleon. How many caps did you give him?
3. He got his skull bashed by a satyr sling.
3. He'll be flying for days.
Ha, panta, wata tokechi, kanyes. Kanyes.
Can you tell me what he's saying?
Ah, tato se capa. Sampehe tato nikaje suta.
He says we should milk the foul-smelling goat and make cheese.
Outrageous! If he wasn't otherwise incapacitated, I would take offense.
I'm sure he wouldn't say that normally.
Ganyes. Ganyes.
How was he hurt?
What else? Satyrs. Hypnage does not leave wounded. Stracus was ambushed in the jungle while scouting. One of those fiends slung a rock at his head. His skull's been aching since.
Anola fa. That rock cost him 4 warriors. Boorah!
What mushrooms did he eat?
Oh, come on, Jason.
Lethcaps. They ease pain and help wounds heal. There are side effects, but our size helps to dilute their mind-altering effects. If one of your size were to eat just a single cap, you'd likely go mad.
Fascinating. I'd love to examine one of these caps.
Not now.
Ha, panta, wata tokechi, kanyes. Kanyes.
Heal well, Stracus.
Jiggle it. Stupid crowded door. Man. Chatty episodes, again.
There you are, Atalanta. Did you find Phalion?
What the hell is that? In the background.
No, Croesus. I fear he's in the jungle.
Poor Gelios, his only son.
Jason, this is Croesus, a close friend of my father's.
Well met, Croesus. Did you know Lykas before arriving on Saria?
Oh, we've been friends over a century now. Our tribes were briefly allied during the 1,000 Years' War.
It's said the Centaurs fought for 1,000 years before deciding to begin the 1,000 Years' War.
Our legend says the war began when two centaurs arrived at a river ford at the same time. Both insisted the other cross first, but neither would agree, not wanting to be beholden to the other. They ended up killing each other, and their tribes went to war after that.
1,000 years of strife over such a trivial matter. A shame.
You'll find few to argue with you here. That's why most of us wanted to find a better way of life.
I noticed Lykas has a lame front leg.
I didn't.
Do you know how that happened?
Tell the tale, Croesus.
Back on Arcadia, Lykas had gathered most of his followers at the port of Oressa, from where we were to sail. However, a small band of supporters from one of the remote tribes had been delayed. Now, Lykas had made many enemies, those who viewed him as a troublemaker, a tribe splitter. One night, a horde of raiders under the command of an angry Aleph attacked our camp.
That was when Lykas was wounded. The healer says his leg would have mended had he rested after the battle.
That's right, Atalanta. But your father knew another attack would soon come. So he ordered us all to set sail while he raced off on that busted leg to find those stragglers.
Damn.
And he did find them, and he got them out of Arcadia. But he'll never run again because of it.
We take our leave, Croesus.
Nope, that's where I came from. And this is where I came from the first time, I think. You know what? Where the fuck am I going? I'm going left. Oh yeah. What the hell is that?
Atalanta, were you here when judgment was passed on the criminal who hangs there?
He was a coward. A murderer. I shouldn't say more. Be careful broaching that subject with others. It's a sensitive matter.
That's a human, alright. Intriguing. Can I, like, mention it to people now?
Jason, can I help you
No.
with something?
Farewell, Julius.
I thank you for that.
What? Oh. Well, maybe Lykas. What?
Lykas must have lost his mind. You three are going to make it to Hermes' shrine?
Kind of an
Easy
asshole,
got
you know that?
Thornhoof. Save your taunts for Nessus. Ignore him, Jason.
Atalanta, you know what you must do.
I do, Father. Do you think we are enough?
What have I always told you, Atalanta? Hermes gives us chances in life, but it is up to us to seize them. Are these travelers coincidence? I say they are Hermes' fortune. We will help each other.
Lykas, I'd know
Oh,
more
what the hell? Let's
before I
finish it
said
off with more talking.
Certainly. Ask what you will.
This beast, Hypnage. I need to know all you can tell me.
Of course. She appeared about a year ago, after we had rid Saria of its manticores. Hypnage resembles one of those beasts, but giant in size, and with strange markings. She is the perfect huntress. Most troubling of all,
She leaves no tracks.
God damn it,
and
it's the
can
Black
vanish from
Tongues
sight.
again.
My people are not cowards, Jason, and they know how to fight. But in the wild, we have no answer for Hypnage.
How is it that a tribe of centaurs makes its home so far from Arcadia?
Arcadia is our homeland, yes, but it is also a land of constant turmoil. Blood feuds and tribal disputes stretch back centuries. Many centaurs live their entire lives knowing nothing but war and strife. As a youth, Hermes sent me a dream of a better life, one of peace. I found others who shared that hope. Together we came to Saria to build a new future. We cannot give up on it now.
What can you tell me about the satyrs?
They are simple creatures, but in numbers they are deadly. When we first arrived, they kept to themselves, especially once we began to drive off the manticores that preyed upon them. After Hypnage appeared, everything changed.
Yeah,
Now
Black
they
Tongues.
seem to worship the beast. They have been known to appease Hypnage with sacrifices. Living sacrifices. Not the fate I had imagined for my people.
We'll reach the shrine, Lykas. Count on it.
Huh, I guess one of his legs is all bowed back.
It's not in the nature of these beasts to be tamed.
Well, I'm gonna go run towards the door and hope I get a checkpoint. Because I don't have time to talk to that guy. Damn it!
Nehene Aurelion. We're
No!
heading out.
Hermes guide you there. Traveler, a word of advice. Listen to Atalanta. Follow her lead, and you may come back alive.
Oh, well then. In that case, let's go with a safe direction. I'm BurningDogFace, and I'll see you in the next episode of Let's Play Rise of the Argonauts, when we head out into the jungle in search of Hermes. Later.